They say the passage of time erases everything and that nothing is forever, but one thing that never goes away and is eternal is man's footprint. La Hoya de Huesca is marked by this footprint, a mark that makes it both special and unique. In the province of Huesca, there are several areas where wine is both tradition and culture. One of them is La Hoya de Huesca. It is known that man has cultivated vines in this area since antiquity. In fact, the presence of vineyards has been documented since the 9th century. In late June, the wine fair is held in Huesca. It includes activities related to water, wine, honey and oil, visits to beehives and wineries, adventure water sports, talks and tastings. A descent by raft also takes place within this area of the Gallego River. The rafts are wooden structures that were used to transport lumber from its source in the mountains to flat land for market. Carried out by riding atop the wood and navigating with barge poles. The tradition continues with the annual celebration of the descent by Navata, a great tourist attraction. On the 20th of January, bonfires are lit in San Fabian de Tiers, and on the 22nd is San Vicente, the festival of Huesca, during which people visit the churches of La Compañía, the convent of La Asunción, San Pedro el Viejo, and the facade of Liesa's Santa Maria del Monte, all along the Vincentine route. The next major event is the Carnival of Agüero. This celebration was recovered in 2008 after a half-century lapse. Now the streets of this town are filled with dandies and bucket-yielding water throwers. Das Mascaret, the custom of cloth mask wearing, has also made a comeback. When Easter arrives, the region of La Hoya de Huesca brings out elaborate floats, confraternities and drum banging. A famous example of this is the Rompida of Almudovar. At the same time in Ayerbe, they carry out the nailing. At this moment, the booming of drums recalls the time of the earthquake and the destruction of La Rompida temple. Huesca celebrates right from August 9th through to the 15th. The streets are filled with colour, basil, music, and above all, fun. But if anything distinguishes the festival of St. Lawrence, it must be the dancers. Every year on the 10th of August, the sword dance starts, followed by the old stick dances and ribbon dances, not unlike Morris and Maypole dances, followed by new stick dances, the beheading, El Degolao, and ending with another sword dance. Undoubtedly, La Hoya de Huesca is a vibrant region where grand traditions have been preserved and centuries-old customs survive, mixing with the new. A good example of this blend of tradition and modernity is in its cuisine. La Hoya de Huesca has been able to select the best dishes in Aragon with such varied dishes as migas de pastor, breadcrumbs, borage with potatoes, chicken chilindron with tomatoes and peppers, cod ajo arriero, a potato garlic paste, grilled lamb, and many others. The variety of the menu and especially its quality come not only from the influences beyond the region, but also with the impressive array of products that flood La Hoya de Huesca. Sieyès cheese or Bespin olive oil are only part of the wealth of this region. Also worth mentioning are the cherries from Bolea, which is also famous for its trade fair. The feast continues. A bit of Angouès bread or a handful of Loire almonds, good accompaniments of the Montflorite cardoon, also Lierta chickpeas, Montmesa chamomile, and for a sweet and tasty finishing touch, honey from Ayerbe, a town famed for its mycological fare. Good ingredients and good ideas result in fine dining, which you can find in any of the over 150 catering establishments across the region. But La Hoya de Huesca relies on an important factor, the talent in our kitchens. Prestigious names such as Antonio Razo, Carmelo Bosque, Sergio Azagra, Ana Asin and Dario Bueno, or as memorable as Fernando Abadia, have raised the cuisine of Huesca to the level of elite. Huesca was the first city in Aragon to receive the renowned Michelin stars. By now, there's no doubting that La Hoya de Huesca is a place of many virtues, but there are still places to be discovered. Crafts and ceramics are another highlight. For many centuries in La Hoya de Huesca, the manufacturing of traditional utensils such as large earthenware jars, tinajas, has been a mainstay. In the case of pitchers, the process is similar. The difference comes when decorating using potter's ink or manganese oxide. Special attention should be paid to the work of the Bandalier's dish pottery. These pieces are characterized by their brown tone and are occasionally decorated with lizards, suns, or stars. Leaving ceramics, we move along into the textile world, present in two locations in La Hoya de Huesca. One of them is Tristi, and the other is Montflorite. The manufacturing of these fabrics is still done in the traditional way, only using natural fibers and woven by draw loom or hand loom. Man's footprints are also seen in traditional culture, in daily activities, in all matters relating to agriculture and livestock, with the buildings needed to successfully carry them out, and the reticulated and humanized landscape separated by fields and roads, not forgetting the many trades and artisan crafts. By now it is clear that the transition of man through this region over the centuries has left a deep imprint, a mark that is never erased. On the contrary, each year it is renewed with the arrival of new residents, tourists and adventurers. Everyone is invited to come.